Hello? Hello? Hello, people! Oh my god! I'm so nervous! Yeah! Oh my god. Can y'all hear me? Yay! Oh my god. Sorry, my iPad keeps turning off. That's what I was having a problem with. My iPad kept disconnecting from the reflector. I'm sorry. I'm late. But to be fair, I'm always about 7 minutes late to work, so only this is fair. Hopefully does it sound bad? Like, does it look good? I'm just like, I stayed up so late last night. I stayed up till like 6 in the morning trying to get all this to work because I'm an idiot and I didn't do this beforehand. But still, either way, we're here. I'm so nervous and my iPad keeps turning off. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. I'm nervous. Here, let me, I guess, pull up the questions on my phone. I'm scared. Okay, so I was seeing people like ask the questions, and on purpose I didn't read them yet because I wanted to go in fully blind. I thought that would be more fun. Maybe I'll probably start from the newest, or no, I'll start from the oldest because the older ones generally have like the more important, or the not necessarily important, but I guess the questions that people want to know more. I added a little background music. I can't hear it, but it's set so you guys can hear it. Hopefully it's not too loud. I actually cannot hear myself, so I'm just out here sitting in an empty room talking to myself. Where are my posts? Posts. Oops, I accidentally bumped the microphone. Sorry. Oh, actually, you know what? The way this was the 55k, and we hit 60 yesterday, and I was like, oh, isn't that exciting? I'm definitely not nervous about that at all. Meanwhile, I can't find my old post. Okay. Yay! Oh, there's 175 questions. Oh boy. I'm nervous. Oh, okay. Good to know the music is fine. I got the music from VGen. I should probably, maybe later or after this, I'll probably add the link to it so that you can get it too. Oh, if you want to ask a question, I had posted, it's a separate post on my channel. If you scroll a little bit down, you'll find the same picture that you're seeing on screen right now. Oh, my bad. My bad, locked again. The same picture right here. And that's where you can ask the questions. However, there's 175, and I'm only gonna do this for about an hour. Maybe 2, if I don't get like too nervous or sweaty from being nervous. Okay. So, top comments. Yay! If my iPad keeps wanting to turn off. Oh, actually, do y'all want to see? Okay. I don't know where to start. I'm so nervous. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna start with the questions and maybe they'll be relevant to the point. But I did pull up my OC's reference sheets. I posted these only once, but like, these are kind of cool because they have like everything. Even like their old designs that aren't even, they're like their first version that I don't even draw no more. Like, for example, like this one up here, this is the old one up here. It's cute and all, but like I don't vibe with it no more. This one's so much better over here. And oh, I wish, okay, you know, I should have, and this is specifically only for Evan and Lyria, that their lore, their background lore, I should have, when actually, I'm a liar, I did read one of the questions, and it was about like where they're from, or like their ethnicities. And for these two specifically, there's a reason. And I should, oh, dang it, I should have pulled up a picture, but I'll just talk about it, and then hopefully I'll figure something out, because it's these specifically, and this outfit specifically. Oh, also, he has guns, but it's not relevant to anything else, but just so you know. And also, like, in, like, the way that, like, okay, Evan is my least favorite of the bunch. And it's just, like, just because I thought he was ugly. But apparently not. A lot of people were like, no, or like they said really funny comments about it, and and I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was ugly. It was my least favorite, but no, it's like, and you know what? In being my least favorite, I think he gets drawn the most because he's so easy to draw. It's just so easy. Just like, look at him. And like this, I know y'all haven't seen this outfit yet because I don't really like it no more, but this is like Lyria's like quote unquote default outfit. He's not ugly. But like her outfit used to look like this. And so like, yeah, it's cool. It's very relevant to like her job, like her lore. But oh my god, it's so annoying to draw. Look at all these little details. So I had to water it down to this. So when I drew her next to the others, she didn't look like she didn't belong there. But even like this one, it's cute. I like the hair, but I might change it. He's not ugly. No, he's not ugly. He's not ugly, not anymore. K-pop Demon Hunters, yes, you know what, it kind of is. That's one of the things that I noticed recently. It's like, oh, it really is kind of giving that, but we'll worry about it at a later time. She gets an outfit redesign later. Either way, right now she still looks cool. She's your favorite? Yes. See, honestly, if I had to pick one, she's my favorite. It's just her attitude and like her sassiness in like that first short video where she was like, here, let me hide my screen for a sec so I can pull it up for a sec. Yeah, I'm about to pull up this is the behind the scenes for the first video. Let's see. Right here, this is good. So a lot of people interpreted this as her being like a good friend. But I did not. Okay, so they work, so in their lore, they work together. Not necessarily because they want to, but they just do. But the problem is, and like you'll learn this like in a few years' time, when I finally start the story, which is, by the way, they're part 2. So whenever part 1 comes out, they're next. Part 2 is about these two. And I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this one. But, so the thing is that they work together, but the reason why and like how it started is because he did something that he shouldn't have, and it pissed her off so bad. So this whole video was just like an AU. It was so the reason why she called him over, it was specifically to piss him off, to bother him, to embarrass him, but people thought it was like, oh, she's being such a good friend, and it's like, oh, I think that just came off as a side effect because yeah, she'll take the credit for it, but like, no, it didn't mean to be that way. Or at least said Larry are friends. Yes, they are. They're friends. They're friends. But yeah, so that's how that whole And I just think it's funny. They're like, she's such a good friend, and it's like, oh yeah, she's a good friend. It's definitely not because she wanted to mess with him. Here, let me see if I have any more cool things to show about that. I can't actually. That video, I drew that because it was Declan's birthday on January 6th, which is, by the way, the day that it got posted. And like, I made it for like in between friends and like to share on Twitter, just because, you know, that's where I post my drawings. But my drawings don't do really well on there, so it just kind of stayed on there. But so I was like, you know what? I have this YouTube channel. Why don't I just like put it on there? You know, surely it can't hurt nobody. I mean, it's probably gonna get like 5 views at most, you know. And then by like the next day, it got 1 million, and I was like, oh, I didn't know it was gonna go crazy like that. And like. I didn't know it was gonna go crazy like that. And like, even when I uploaded it, I didn't choose the thumbnail. It just kind of like YouTube auto chose this frame, which I think is a good one because it had the question at the top and it has all 3 of them in here, which is fun. But like, here, let me see if I could find the first draft of this picture on the screen. Is so funny to me because like, when you look at it, it's like, oh yeah, it looks good. But when I'm about to see you the very first draft of that same frame, and it cracks me up every time. This was the first draft. This was like, I was sleep deprived, and I was like, you know what? This face is not good enough for me. Let's start again. And it turned into the one that came out, which is a lot better. So it's kind of like fun to see how things start out. And it's like, sometimes you gotta like let it go. You gotta let it go and you gotta start over. You can't you can't keep like erasing and adding and liquefying. You just gotta let it go. But either way, it was still kind of fun that it still kind of like freaks me out how crazy that video went, and it's still going too. I was talking about it with my coworkers at work because they're like, I don't know how it even came up or what even happened. I think I was joking about quitting, which is an everyday thing. I do that every single day. I mean, like, I think one day, I think specifically a customer pissed me off so bad that I was like, you know what? I'm quitting. I'm gonna do YouTube. I'm not a one-hit wonder. And they were like, what do you mean by that? And I was like, oh yeah, I put a video on there and it kind of blew up, and I kept going, and it turned out to kind of work out. And so I forgot where I was going with that. But either way, like, actually on the same topic, oh my god, I love my coworkers. I think they're the greatest people ever because they're so nice to me and they don't ever yell at me. But they also, or like, they've also been on like the cusp of like, yeah, I want to do videos and stuff too. And obviously I'll be the first one to be like, just do it. You never know, just do it. And I don't know why they asked me for advice if they're not even gonna listen. I'm just gonna say that. I tried to tell them how or like what they could do and like stuff like that, and they just didn't. It went in one ear and out the other, and they kept talking over me, and that shit upset me so bad. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do my own thing. Still, it's upsetting that they've been scheduling me a lot more. And it's always these 9-hour shifts, so it's like, of course I'm tired as hell after work. But like, whatever. Forget them. They're great people, but sometimes they don't let me talk and they won't listen to me. But whatever. Whatever. Not relevant to the plot. Okay, and let me read these. Let me start on these questions because there's 175. And I've already been talking for like 20 minutes. Okay. Question number 1. Are you going to create a comic, game, animated series, or other media? Not necessarily a comic, Not a game, because I don't think I'm smart enough for that. But it's not necessarily an animated series, but it's more like an animatic series. I do have plans to release 2 this year. I'm snailing by the very first one because it's very background heavy. It relies a lot on like the backgrounds, and to get the right feeling that I want, it's a little bit sad. I'm just gonna start there. It's a little bit sad. But to get the feeling right, I feel like I have to do the backgrounds correctly. But I feel like my skill level isn't there. So that's another thing. That's why for the longest time, at the very beginning, my channel description was I'm not good enough, or something. I don't remember. I'm not good enough to be doing this project. And that's correct. I'm terrible at backgrounds. I hate doing backgrounds, but of course I chose to do backgrounds on this one that it's very heavy. It's okay. When you see the backgrounds, just don't bully me. Just be like, okay, she tried. They're trying. But you gotta I will say the first one is about Declan. He gets number one. Number one. That's my boy. The moles on his face, they're the same ones that I have on my face. That's why my little character has the same ones. That's why he's my number 1, because he's literally my baby. That's my baby. Okay. Number 2. Or I guess I'm just reading it. Number 2. Oh, this one has a lot of questions in here. Okay. Number 2, part 1. Does Evan know Lisa? Yes! Barely. I think, so they don't actually know each other. They don't meet until after Evan meets Declan. Lisa lives with Declan. They live in the same apartment. They're roommates. But it's not until after. So they they know each other surface level. They just know they know their names, and they're it's oh, you that lives with the guy that I like. And she's like, oh, you. This guy that my roommate picked up off the street. Yup. And that's pretty much that's their surface level, but I think as time goes by, I think they can be good friends. They can be good friends. Okay. Question 2, part 2. When is their birthday? I said this earlier, but Declan's birthday is January 6th. Which in itself is such a cursed birthday. If you know, you know. But I didn't want to change the birthday because it's I didn't pick their birthdays. Their birthdays that I gave them are the day that I posted them to the internet. So that's the day they were born. So he gets January 6th. Lisa's got December 13th. Evan is October 23rd. And Lyria is November 7th. These two being a week apart is another reason why, unfortunately, they're always together. In 2022, crossing over to 2023, I was making bangers every month. It was boom, boom, boom. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the reason why this group started. Because, initially you look at them and it's how are they even friends? They don't look like they would be friends. But the reason for that and how it even started is because I created them in around the same time. They're so close to each other in birthdays. Okay. Nationalities. Okay. This is the one that I saw. This is the question that I saw, the nationalities. Okay. So, right off the bat, Lisa's a white girl. She grew up on a farm. She's a white girl. And obviously Declan is Mexican, just like me, because we have the same face. That's my baby. And then only because, oh dang it, I genuinely regret not pulling up a picture of this. But if anybody knows what I'm talking about, and if I say mega city, if nobody knows what I'm talking about, okay, great. You're going into this perfectly blind, and you'll find it quite funny that these two, specifically Evan, started out as a gender bend of a Fortnite skin. And the Fortnite skin in question Her name is Evie. So like in 2022, I had a Twitter mutual or an ex-friend, I guess is probably the better way to say it, that was like obsessed with that skin, and then he was like, can someone draw me a guy version? And then here comes me. I was like, yeah, that looks easy. I feel like I can do that. That's pretty easy. And so that's why this, oh gosh, you can see it a little bit better here. That's why you see the emblem on this shirt it's the syndicate symbol. That's what that is. And so, like, of course, I haven't played that game in like a year now. And like, people don't know this, but my original, I guess like my starting point and like the way that I like started, or like the quote unquote community that I came from, is that I used to draw fan art of Fortnite skins that I really liked. And so that's how I got into like, that's why I even have a following of Annie's Sword, is because of that. That's another reason why I have a supporter creator code, is because of that. And so yeah, I don't play that game no more. No, I guess I left with that old account. But the one thing that I thought was so funny and I didn't want to change was his roots. No matter what, no matter where, he will always just be a gender bend. But I think I wrote his own story. We moved on from it. He looks different now. He's a little bit better. And I think in a year's time, I think it'll be fun for you to see like what he does and the people he works with. It's not just him. There's two more. As of right now, there's two more people that I'm added to this. I went ahead and installed the syndicate. They belong to me now. They don't belong to that game no more. So I went ahead and made two more characters for that. I think I want to add them to a video soon because I think it's very fun, because they're very cute. One is purple and one is pink, and I love pink. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun when you see them. And for that reason, along the same vein of the syndicate, oh boy. So Illyria's roots are also from that game. She's part of the Fox clan. I made her specifically because, I don't know, I think I had a lot of like mutuals who were really into the Fox clan, and I was like, okay, I see what's going on. I think that's a really cool faction. Let me make my own character for that. And that's how she was born. That's why she's got these little fox symbols on her long sleeve. And I don't have it in this reference somewhere because it's obviously I haven't drawn it and it's not relevant to the plot. But she's got this mask, the kitsune mask, that is very, very important to her. And it's too heavy in her lore for me to rewrite it, for me to change it. So like, just pretend that these two don't come from any video game. They're my OCs now. We've grown past it. I don't play that game no more. But they look cooler now. They look so much fun now. Okay, let's go to the next one. Lisa's favorite drink, melon soda. I put her here. Let me hide my screen so I can actually pull up the picture. In the latest video, I put her drinking that grain drink. It's melon soda, and the reason why is because I made my characters in The Sims a while ago. And in The Sims, every time you make a sim and you go to a bar and you ask the bartender for your quote-unquote favorite drink, it will randomize your favorite drink. So when I was playing with Lisa, I went to the bar and I was like, you know what? Let's get her favorite drink. Let's find out. Let's find out what it is. And out of all the alcoholic drinks, She chose melon soda, and I thought that was adorable. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, I got it right here. Oh, not the PNG background. The way that I do my videos, I export each individual picture so I can like squish and stretch it in the animation program. But yeah, that's why her favorite is melon soda, because her sim chose melon soda. I didn't give that to her. She can have that one on her own. But it's such a cute drink. Like, it's still, out of all the options, she could have gotten beer, she could have gotten wine, sparkling soda. She chose melon soda, which I think is so cute. Okay, next one. What if Lyria hadn't spoken to Declan? I think if she didn't in any way, shape, or form reach out to him, and I don't think Evan would have ever made the first move. He's not like that. I know he's got like this, I wrote in his reference sheet, introverted, self-confident, and standoffish. Introverted. He's not gonna reach out. He was just gonna stay forever looking at him. But I think even if, honestly, if he didn't reach out, Declan would have reached out. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. See, because I gave him happy and energetic. Just gonna reach out to anybody. Oh, actually, so while we're on this one, this is my favorite drawing, like, ever. I don't know why. I know it was that trend on Twitter where you draw over that screenshot of the TikTok. But I think this drawing, it did a lot for my art style in the sense that, like, I started changing the way I draw the mouth. I'm like extending them a lot more than they should, because like I could have just like done a little smile, but I was like, no, let's stretch it out a little bit more, move it to the side, and add that little thing that like little smiley faces have for the extra cuteness. And I thought it was fun, and I just kept going. I did that on here. Let me see. I did that on the winter outfit one. Oh, actually, and I don't know, and I do plan to keep doing this, but I'm hoping that in every video they're all wearing something different. I think the concept and the idea of that is really fun. Also, because I work retail and I see all these damn clothes that I want to buy and I can't, so I might as well just put my OCs in them. But like, see, I extended the smile here again, just because I thought it was funny. It looks funny. Oh, actually, on the same topic, since we're here, I think people thought this was Pikachu, but that's my, you know what? That's my bootleg Pikachu. That's also Chew. Also because it's a bear. But it's cute. I love my bootleg things. Okay. Alright, next one. Do Larry and Lisa know each other? Yes, okay, kind of on the same thing, on the same level I was talking about earlier. They'll know each other right now, surface level, because obviously they knew each other, and by proxy they knew each other, and by proxy they knew each other. So it's far along, but they will know each other. And I think, okay, so I'm gonna like be biased, and I know it's my own characters, but I'm biased. I want to ship them, but like I need to figure out how to make it good. Like there's no sauce there yet, but I'm trying. I want to make the sauce. I need to figure out what the secret ingredient is. What do I have to do to make them like each other? Oh, actually, you know what? On the same topic, let me pull up a really old drawing from last year, from June. This goes all the way back to June. I've been wanting to ship them since June. And you know what June is. I sure as hell hope you know what June is. Keep scrolling. Oh wow, this is far long. Yes, I found it. Oh, wrong one. So this one is the drawing from Jude. And first of all, it looks a mess, but it's very funny. I think it's so funny. I had a lot of fun with this one. But see, even since June, I was like, I want to ship them so bad. So bad. Also, hi to everybody joining now. I see a lot of hellos and it feels like I'm ignoring you, but I'm not. I swear I see you. I'm just a yapper. I'm just going off. Because I feel like if I stop talking, I'll get nervous again. Okay. But yeah, no, since I've been wanting to ship them forever. But it's okay. I'll figure something out. I'll figure it out. Also, hold on, my own head is covering it. This is the worst. This is the worst thing I've ever drawn. I don't even know what the thought process was, but it's so funny. And that what? Shark now, which one? This one at the very top? Or the little one? This drawing, it's so funny. Every time I look at this drawing, it's so funny. And then this too. Oh my god. I put this one. The context, there's no context. They just doing that. They're just they're just doing that for no reason. I think in my mind, after like the story and after everything goes by, they turn into this. Obsessed with each other. But also, yes, this one is so good. Actually, I would redraw it if I had the chance, I'll be totally honest. But it's still really good. And oh, why are they texting me from work? Leave me alone. Put that on mute. Leave me alone. I work tomorrow. Talk to me tomorrow. Okay. This shirt. I've had this picture of this shirt saved for years. And it wasn't until last year that I was like, you know what? I think it's finally time to bust this one out again. Because it's very funny. Also because I want these two to be best friends. They have the energy, the vibes to be best friends. We'll get there. We'll get there. All in time. Also, remember what I was talking about earlier? This pair at the very top is the very first drawing of him, and y'all will never see it because it looks ugly to me. But the real reason why I privated my old account is because this drawing came up on the Google search at the very top of when I searched, because I was doing a commission and I searched Eevee Fortnite. And my drawing was at the very top, and I was like, oh, we cannot be doing that no more. So I privated that account. I didn't delete the drawings. I think the only ones I did delete. Never mind. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. People are gonna get mad at me. But anyways. Okay, next question. How did Lisa and Declan meet? Yes! That one is one of my favorite questions. Okay. So, Declan is living in the city alone. Being alone is one of the very important, heavy things about his lore. So, and he needs a roommate. Lisa has just ran away from a house. She comes into the city and she sees this flyer. It's hand drawn, it's very like shitty looking, and it's like, what the hell is this? For why? Unfortunately I cannot spill the beans yet because it's very important to Lisa's Lisa's lore, but it's very heavy and important that I do not tell you the reason why, because it's like the pivotal point. It's the pivotal point of her story, and we're not there yet. That's part 3. So after you get part 1 with Declan, you get part 2 with Lisa and Evan, you get part Lisa and Evan. With Lyria and Evan, you get part 3 and you get Lisa. I tried to put them together so you get like a cohesive little story. And then it branches off into the entangled web that is the other characters. There isn't just 4, there isn't just 6. There's like 12. There's 12. There's a lot of them. And they're all different. They all do different things and they're all quite fun. But anyways, so Lisa has just run away. She's looking for somewhere to live now because of the reason that she left. She sees this flyer that's kind of like shitty. It's got stickers on it. And it was made by Declan. And like, you know, and like you see it and you think, this is probably a scam. This is probably some bullshit. And so, and you know, Lisa's like desperate. She's like, she needs somewhere to live, like of the now. And so the flyer is like, talk to the guy. It's just like looking for a roommate. Talk to the guy at the counter, who's standing at the counter. It's Declan. He's at work. And so at first she's like, the guy at the counter, what do you mean? And she looks over and she's just like, he's working, so he doesn't even notice her. She's just looking at him, she's just staring at him, and then obviously he catches on that she's staring at him. And so he's like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? You're staring at me. And she's like, oh, sorry, I was looking at this. And she has the flyer in her hand. And so he's like, yes, please. Please. Rent is expensive. Please be my friend, and also can you live with me? And so that's kind of how that starts. So, and like by luck, by everything, and by that I mean by me, maybe because it's my story and I want it to make sense and I want it to be perfect and I want it to be beautiful and fun, I decided to make them best friends. Not just because like, not just for like the lore or anything like that. Just in the very beginning here, let me pull up a really old drawing. This goes back to like 2022, or it's most likely 2023, where like, even at the very beginning, for some unknown reason, I felt that they had best friend energy. And like for the longest time I was only drawing them together. Let me see if I can find it. It was also relevant to one other thing that I saw, another question that I saw. Then unfortunately I was lying when I said I didn't read them all. I read some of them. Let's see. Wow, this is a long time ago. Yes, I found it. Yes, okay. This is from 2023. This is when he had green eyes, before I changed him, before he had moles on his face, before anything. They've always been friends. I don't know why, but their vibes together, they're fun. And also, if you want to read it, you can, but I don't think it's like plot accurate now, but even years ago, I was spreading my propaganda. I knew from the very beginning what I wanted. Cause like, they're so opposite in, please get in broad context. No, I knew, I don't know why nobody told me the green eyes were such a bad idea. Because it looks so much better with brown eyes. Like, look at him, that's a baby. But even like years ago, I was on my propaganda, I was on my bullshit. I wanted them to be together. I think initially they were just supposed to be friends, but the problem is that like Declan is a little too friendly, a little touchy. And I think I drew them trying to take a selfie together. And I haven't had an epiphany. And I was like, oh, this is good. I see something here. So this is like the very beginning. And see, they're in their old outfits too, so they don't even like wear this no more. But like that's like some insight to how this even started. Okay. No, don't save. Let's see. Oh, this is an art related question. Can you give some tips to someone who wants to become a better digital artist? So I started digital drawing in 2016. And then I quit drawing for like 2 solid years. And then I came back in like 2019, 2020, right before the pandemic. And so I still feel like a beginner, if I'm being totally honest. I feel like I'm improving in a snail's pace, but I think what you really, and everybody says this, and I know it's tired, but it's true, you really do gotta practice anatomy. You really do. Because I feel like it's only recently that I got good at drawing full bodies. Because I know and you can see it right here alone. Look at me not drawing no legs, no legs, no legs, no legs. Get those legs in. It's leg day. Put them in. You gotta practice drawing legs, feet, shoes. I feel like only recently that I got really good at drawing Converse. And that was because of that video. That very first video. I drew Evan in Converse. And that's when I had the epiphany that like when you draw Converse, let's not worry about that. I forgot to add another layer. That when you draw Converse, you gotta draw the foot, and like I used to draw like the sole on the outside, but that doesn't look right. So I started drawing it on the inside like this, and look at that. Oh my god. That's Converse. And I learned this only like a month ago. Oh boy. You gotta just try a little bit of everything. Even I'll be honest, I'm not really good at drawing the folds on the clothes. But actually, let me see if I have any. Let me open up any recent drawings so I can start pointing out my own errors. Let's see. Oh, actually, never mind. Back that up. I found an amazing picture. This is the one. This is the very first. I drew this like on the week of my birthday, and I remember that for some unknown reason. But this is the very first. This is the one that changed the brain chemistry. It's so cute too. I love it. And I even used like on the side, like my Spotify most played songs that month, so you can kind of see the songs that I was into at the time. And I think and you know what, I don't think anybody asked me about music, which makes me sad because it's so important. It's important to the lore. Yes, the burger and the soda. Yes. Yes. I don't know why. I think I started like continuously doing that burger and soda thing because of this drawing. It just stuck with me. It was just so energy. Like they're sharing their meal combo that they got together, which I think is so cute. No fries. Matching pippies. Also, here's this really old. Okay, so this very picture is the one that I was like, wait a minute. There's energy here. There's a friend group forming here. There's something happening here. And it's very cute. It's I guess Lisa. Oh, it's not in. It was in the reference sheet over here. But Lisa does music. She's a singer. She sings at bars. She makes her own music. That's another reason why she ran away to the city. She's gonna make it big. But anyways, she does music. So sometimes, obviously, since she and Declan live together, I just did music for fun, just for funsies. And so normally, Declan has a tambourine, but he gave it to Evan just to mess with them, just to make him join in on the fun. But yeah, this drawing is very important to me. Also, I think it's the very first drawing where like I did all these little doodles. I think a lot of them, and now it's like my staple. No drawing of mine looks good without him. But that was fun. I went on a tangent. I genuinely forgot what I was doing. Oh! Talking about becoming a better artist. Right. You gotta just keep going. I think, for me, I started getting better at drawing when I started drawing things that I wanted to draw. So, like, I'm not really big on drawing fan art. It's just not my thing. I don't know why. I don't like looking up reference pictures. I don't like doing this and that. And so, I chose to do just OC stuff. I think just draw the stuff that you most have fun with, and you'll start learning a little bit more and more. Here, let me pull up. I said I was gonna pull up a picture or a more recent drawing. Let's do let's do this one, since there's two people in this and I can yap about this for a minute. So I feel like I'm not really good at drawing clothing folds. You see how there's no folds on this sleeve? And it's just bare. And I know people were like, oh my god, your art style is so cool. And I was like, yes, thank you. It's definitely not, there's definitely not stylistic choices because I'm not good at drawing certain things. Definitely not that. It's definitely intentional. Anatomy. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you just gotta just like, and I have this problem where like, I don't actually do any anatomy studies. They're boring. That's the thing, is that they're boring, but it's okay. I think you could honestly get away with just drawing your favorite things. But being able to like analyze it, or like look back at an old drawing and be like, oh, I could have, maybe this hand is a little too small. Maybe these fingers kind of look like a fork. Or like, and I know I was talking with a friend about this. So about the hair, like where the hair starts and how it would fall. For here, Lyria, for girls, for me, it's easier because obviously girls have longer hair. It just goes straight down. But for boys, you see the root of the hair is right here. Why is this back here? Why did I put that back there when it should be somewhere over here? But like, if I did that, it wouldn't look as good, you know? So I put it all the way back here. Oh. Oh, is it the Yvonne and Mizzy thing? Okay, so I got that a lot, and like I see it, I accept it. But now that you know, like specifically these two, like their origin stories, it's kind of crazy how they do kind of look like Yvonne and Mizzy. By the way, I love Alien Stage, so I'm not a hater. That's why I drew these two in like those cute little outfits that they made the figures in. I love those outfits, they're so cute. But back to the advice for getting better at drawing, you have to start drawing things you like. Because if you start forcing yourself to draw stuff that you don't like, then it's just gonna feel like a chore. You're gonna hate it, you're not gonna have fun, you're not gonna go anywhere. But like, say you're doing an anatomy study, but like you're doing like these, you know, like those little pose thingies. What if you draw one and then it's like, oh, what if I turn this into my favorite character? Then I'll have fun. Not this ugly ass drawing. But yeah, that's honestly my big advice. You have to draw what you like or else you won't grow. Okay. So, okay, and there's a second part to that question. Brushes, coloring, and how my process. So, as you can probably already... Oh my god, can I stop doing that? As you can already tell, I don't do any shading. And that is because I'm very, very bad at it. I am so bad at shading. I'm not even gonna try to pull up a picture where I did. behind you steals the figures. You know what? I have those figures in my room. They're sitting on the shelf next to me. I gambled on AliExpress. I saw them on the Alien Stage figures, and I was like, these are probably fake, but let me just find out. And no, they were legit. They were legit. And I got Yvonne, Busy, Sua, and Till. The big four. I was like, oh shit, I got mega lucky on those. But anyways, back to the quote unquote shading that I do. The only shading I think I've ever done. Oh, hold on. Let me pull that picture up because I do like that drawing. I drew like I guess like almost a year ago now, but it's still one of my favorite drawings. It's not even like a big thing like that. And I briefly let me pull up two pictures. Two. Because this one has shading in it, but it's very like cop-out-y shading. And this other one, it was in May. I draw a lot in May. That's just my birthday month. Oh, this one. So this one, see the shading down here? It's so like cop-out-y. I just drew a singular color on the shirt and called it a day. A little bit of lighting, called it a day. So unfortunately, when it comes to shading, I cannot offer anything because I'm not good at it. And I actively do not do it. This drawing is so dumb. Look at her. Why did I do her like that? And over here, please. I cannot take anything ever seriously. Whenever I draw my OCs, it's always something dumb, something that only I find funny. And over here, actually, I forgot to draw her highlight. Nobody point that out. Nobody look. Her blonde chunk of hair. But these two drawings go hand in hand. On my way to make it stay worse, because just because she loves messing with him. But anyways, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and spoil two characters that are coming up soon. No, right here. Two new characters. Oh my god! Bam, boom. So this was the drawing that I did for Evan's birthday, which is on the 23rd of October. And like obviously they're in a little karaoke room. Very cute. But it has shading. Is the big thing. It has shading. The most minimal shading you could possibly ever see. Underneath the chin right there. Underneath the chin right there. Underneath the chin right there. That's my biggest cop out. Shading. If you do a little bit of shading underneath the chin, you're set. You're good to go. I did a little bit over here on his body just because obviously it makes sense right there. But also, the most important thing in this picture, two characters. This one, let me get a white color. You can actually see. Her name is Penny. Yay. So cute. Her big ribbon is her defining thing. Since all characters have their defining thing. Defining thing. Defining thing. The big ribbon is hers. And this one, her name is Twyla. She's Evan's boss. She's Evan's boss. And I think, oh, let me pull up another. Now that you've seen her, let me pull up another drawing. Another old drawing, but it's a good one. Oh, did I not name it that? Oh man, I never know what I name my files. It was older than the previous one. Where? Oh, you know, let me pull this one up because it's cute. And I want to talk about it. And mostly because it got posted to an account that isn't active no more. But it's still very cute. Oh yes, here. This one. This is what she looks like. This is like her her whole getup, the whole fit. She's got an eye patch. I think that's cool. I might change it to, it's got like it's a side eye patch, but I might change it to like a normal eye patch just to make it easier. But this is her whole getup. And also here's another character. Oh no, I'm spoiling things. But she's his boss. You don't remember this meme? He's like, oh my god, validate me please. And she said, no! No! You pissed me off! You messed this one up! But I love her, she's great. But this is very funny. Oh, and not this again. But over here, oh, see, here's Penny again. So Penny and Evan, they're co-workers. They're on the same level. Same level of skill, too. And that's gonna mean something later on. Oh, not this. Get her out of here. Oh, see, okay, see? Back to this. See, I've been scheming. I've been planning. I've been thinking about it. I've been trying to get her. I've been trying to get them together forever. Like a Genshin Impactor? Yes. So she was very, like, if I was to say like an existing character for her specifically, think of Jean from Genshin Impact. Jean. I love Jean. I think she's cool. So that's why I kind of like modeled her personality, like how she moves, how she walks, how she talks. But I'm a plotter, I'm a schemer. I've been going at this for years. I know. She looks like she's never heard it go. I know. Well, to be fair, at least I grew up on a farm. But she's like, you know what? Okay. She's not a hater. And this one's kind of fun. You see, they're in their old outfits. That's how you know this is really old drawing. I think I love Lyria because she is just one to mess with anybody. She'll mess with anybody. She's gonna come at you and she's gonna try to pick at you. She's just gonna try to make fun of you. She's gonna find something. But anyways, that's fine. Oh, and the other drawing I wanted to talk about is this one. This is from not even this past December, but from the previous one. I think this is funny. The way the hand goes this way, it comes out at the top. Yep. Oh, see, plotting and scheming. I'm gonna figure out how to make it good. I'm gonna figure out the sauce. Maybe I might have to add an episode to the series specifically to get this to work. Only because I want it to work, but so far it's not working. It's not working right now because they don't know each other very well. But they will. The arm is so funny. Okay. On to the next question. You guys can look at this one because this one, I think, did I post this? No, yeah, I did post this one to my current account, but obviously it was in October, so people didn't get to look at it. What's in here? So this shitty cake. It was October 23rd, 4 a.m. and I was like, listen, I don't have time to draw a cake. So that's a lot of fun. Okay. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat. Okay, next question. Have you introduced all your Caesar? There are more to come. There is so many. I want to show you them all because I do have a picture with all of them. But it's kind of awesome when you introduce a new character and nobody sees it coming. Who do I main in Genshin? So I made Ningguang for the longest time. A 4-star. Which is very, like, telling of my Genshin time. Because I love me my 4 stars. But then I got I'll hate them. I like him. But I haven't played in like I stopped playing for like a year so I could play Zenless Zone 0. And let me say, I regret that. I miss playing Genshin Impact, but I fell too far behind. I'm never gonna catch up in this day and age. Hang on, let me drink some water. Could have dominated the text to give up 3D. I thought, you know what? Oh! Sorry. Yeah, I probably could have done a little bit more to that. But even you can see the line art. Kind of followed through. We love messy line art. Jean, I love Jean's summer skin. I remember an ex-friend was like, don't buy that. There's no point. But I was like, I'm a buy it. It's so cute. I do love Jean. I think she's relevant again in the lore. I don't play anymore, but I do keep up with the lore. Okay, next one. Does Lyria like anyone, dating anyone, or is it possible for her and Lisa to date? You already know. I'm cooking. I need to cook a little bit harder. I need to figure out how to make them be together. For my own mental well-being. Who's your favorite OC? I already know. Actually, it's a really hard tie between Lyria and Declan. Only because obviously he looks like me. That's my little moles. But also because, like, who doesn't love Lyria? Let's be honest, she's pink. She's so cute. Okay, next one. Is there an overarching story or more like parts of their lives that we get a peek into? Yes! Big yes! I'm so excited about part 1. I think if you really wanted to like get ahead of it or like really know what's going on, so Declan has a sister. She's not she's not in this picture. Oops. But he has a sister. And she was created before him. So he was made in her image. But he has a sister, and that's and remember earlier when I said he feels very alone and loneliness. Should I just no? I'm gonna keep it a secret. I want to show you so bad. I'm gonna keep it a secret. Because the way I introduce her, I think is immaculate. It is the most perfect way to introduce a character in such a fun way. So I'm gonna save that for later. But there is, like, they all had their own little stories. Like how I said, Lisa, she ran away because she did something. And she wants to get away from it. Evan is kind of... It's not necessarily that he has a background. It's what he does next going forward that causes, like, his story with Lyria. She didn't really have a backstory either, but it's more along the, like, the going forward stories together, which is fun. Again, points that connect. Okay, yeah, so the way I'm gonna kind of spoil it a little bit. The way that I'll be doing it is that you'll learn about one character. You'll see their little story, and it ends. You'll meet the next characters. You'll see theirs, and it ends. But then you'll meet one character who starts everything. This one character starts everything. And I'm gonna go ahead and kind of spoil it, because she did something that involved another person. It kind of like, I guess it's like a butterfly effect where it causes something to happen that now involves this group of people. And then, obviously, because of this event, now this is happening. But then, because of this event, now this other thing is happening. It's kind of like that. That's the way that the story starts. So when you meet this she, and I'm gonna draw a singular bunny. When you see her, you're gonna be like, there's no way. There's no way this is all her fault. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I've been writing this story for like 3 years. For such a long time I've been like thinking, I was like, how can I make all these characters meet? How can I make them interact? How can I make this happen? And it all fell on one selfish little goblin. She hasn't been in any of the drawings that I've shown y'all, so that one we can keep a secret. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. Y'all have to remember the bunny. Okay, the next question is, what are their favorite foods? You already know. Oh my god. Obviously, Declan likes hamburgers. Lisa, I guess she doesn't have really favorite food, but like I said, the melon soda thing is her thing. She likes that. And then, oh yeah, I did put it in here. Evan likes coffee. And Lyra doesn't, no preference. I don't really think she would have a preference. The burger, yes! We like burgers here. I love hamburgers. That's how you know he's my son. Always eating them damn burgers. Also, I realized I forgot to draw the moles on his face. On this right here. Oops. Y'all didn't see that. You didn't know. You didn't know because I didn't tell you. Okay. Next one. How do you choose your names for your OCs? Okay. So. You already know why Evan has his name. We talked about this earlier, so let's just think about him. So Lisa, I think I looked at her. This is her old design, and even this is an old drawing. You can tell because the nose is drawn differently. But I just looked at her and I was like, it's giving Lisa. I needed like a little white girl name. So I chose Lisa. And for, I think, Lyria, I honestly don't remember how I picked her name. I think I saw it somewhere and I thought it was cool. I was like, yo, this is such a cool name. I've never seen it before. And it's spelled so cool. It's so cool for my cool girl. And so I just kind of went with that. I had to have seen it somewhere. I definitely saw it somewhere, or it's probably in some other piece of media that I don't remember because it's been a while. Okay, so this one is okay. If I'm gonna be totally honest, if I had the chance, if I wasn't this deep in, I would change Declan's name. His name is the only thing that I would change now. I've already changed the way he looks. Actually, no. I'm not gonna show you how his first version looked. It's a little ugly. But the name is the only thing that I would change. I don't know why I chose this one. It could have been anything else. I think I had the choice. I remember I had 3 choices. I think his initial name was supposed to be Alex. But I had too many mutuals with the name Alex and I was like, I don't want to make it weird for them. I don't want them to think I'm talking about them. I love my mutuals, by the way. And then I had Declan as a choice. I think then the third one was Daniel. And of the 3, I was like, random number generator maybe? I don't know. I don't remember how I ended up choosing this one. But I think I ended up vibing with this one the most because, oh, I'm gonna just go ahead and spoil it, I guess. His sister's name is Lena. And the letters in this name, he's got the L-E-N-A. And since they're siblings, I thought that was kind of like, maybe there's a reason for them having like same letters in her name. So that was kind of the thought process for picking their names. I know I'm a big user of like random name generators. That's how I named a lot of my old OCs that aren't relevant to the plot that I'll probably never draw again. But that's my go-to. Random name generator. And it sucks that like in this day and age you can't even use a random name generator because it's got AI in it, and it's like, dude, no. Don't piss me off. Bring back my old name generator. Okay. Next one. Oh wow, there's 2 questions that are asking the same thing. That's so funny. What would they do if there was a zombie apocalypse? That is such a fun question. Oh, my iPad turned off. Okay. What would they do if they were in a zombie apocalypse? Well, so the only one. Alright, let me start this. The only non-capable of the 4 of them is Lisa. She's 5'3". She's a little baby. She's short. She's got little tiny fingers for her ukulele. The strength. Her arms is skinny. She's not doing nothing. She might be dying first. I'll be totally honest. And then and obviously the most capable martial arts queen, Lyria. Oh, cross it out. Don't look at that. She's got this stick. Oh, hold on. Let me pull up the drawing because I had a lot of fun drawing this one thing. I hope to God I can find that drawing because it's so funny. And it's related to the martial arts. I think it has a name. I think it's like a bow. It has a name, but I just call it a stick because obviously I'm uneducated. I just think it's cool. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Yes. I found it. Oh my god. In my mind, they hate each other so bad, but actually they have best friend energy, trust me. As soon as they get over their little feud, they're gonna be good friends. Lisa will survive. She's gonna live. I think, if anything, I think the other 3 would make sure she stays alive. She's so dainty. She's so little. They want her to live because she's their friend. And obviously, I'm not, like I talked about, he's got guns. Like, he's probably one of the more aggressive one of the bunch. So we're just leaving it at that. They'll live. The point is that they'll live in the zombie apocalypse. And actually, would Declan survive? I don't know. Maybe. Wouldn't it be tragic if he died? What's a story without some tragedy? Okay, next one. Favorite color? Oh, yes. So I draw Declan in red, but I think it's funnier if let me clear that out. I think it's funnier if I said his favorite color is green, because green and red are opposite colors. But I like to say his favorite color is green because he says he looks good in red. That's the reason why he wears red. But if he had a choice, his favorite color is green. Lisa, she like orange. She like orange. Orange is cute. And Lyria, obviously she likes pink. Pink. She's so pink. It's kind of obvious what their favorite colors are, to be honest. Also, his eyes used to be green. Yes! 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 The green eyes! Yes! You remembered! Yes! His eyes used to be green. Exactly! See, that's why I say his favorite color is green. His eyes are not green anymore. But he loves green. And obviously Evan, I only ever draw him in white and black just because I feel like that's kind of the vibe. But his like, I guess symbolic color is blue. Blue. Only because once again, I'm spreading my agenda. My blue and red ships. Everybody loves a blue and red ship. Let's be honest. Everybody. Okay. Next question. What are their favorite TV shows to binge watch? So honestly, that's a question I've never given a thought to, but I know that like even down here, for Declan specifically, you know he's watching some anime, some kind of anime, some movie, something. Definitely animes. So I feel like I'm not really. I know I draw anime, and when I say I'm not big into anime, people are really like, "What the hell? Like, what do you mean? How you draw anime and not watch anime?" I don't. I'm not really big into animes. But I think Lisa would probably watch some soap operas. Novelas. She's such a girly. She's one of the girlies. Same with Lyra. I feel like Lyra doesn't watch TV. She doesn't like TV. I feel like she wouldn't sit down to watch something. And Evan, he'd probably just. I don't think he's into TV either. I don't think he would watch anything. If anything, he would watch whatever Declan's watching. It's just whatever. Just whatever is on the TV. Okay. Oh, wait, this one's asking. Wait, no, somebody did ask about music. What's your favorite song? Okay. So. True crime? You know what? True crime is kind of a. Hold on, you might actually be cooking. That's kind of genius. Who should I give that to? I know one of the stereotypes is like the true crime girlies, you know? But would any of the girls be true crime girlies? I don't know. But that's such a good one. I don't know. I'll think about it. But for sure, that's such a good one. It didn't even occur to me. That's cool. Oh yeah, favorite songs. I don't actually give them necessarily their favorite songs, but more like whenever I draw them, there's like artists that I listen to specifically for them, and just to get like their energy and like their vibes right. So and this is very like, this goes back to when I was designing Lyria. So she was made to the songs of Magdalena Bay and Charlie XCX. And I think that is so like very her. So those songs and the lyrics in those songs and like how loud they are is very like, I think it's what like inspired me to give her like this specific personalities, because it's the songs. Like, if you listen to Charlie X's music, you know, she's always talking about some thing, and then Magdalena Bay's music is very like, oh my god, Magdalena Bay's my favorite. Specifically the Mercurial World album, the pink one, that I had that album on loop when I was making Lyria. So if you want to listen to that, that's the album that I was listening to, and it's my favorite. Charlie, no, yes, Charlie. And then when Brat came out, oh my god, I made Lyria whenever it was only How I'm Feeling Now. And by the way, How I'm Feeling Now is a 10 out of 10. But like when Brat came out, oh my god, yes, it was everything I wanted for her. So I had a lot of fun with that. In Career World and How I'm Feeling Now are the albums that I was listening to when I made Lyria. And so for Lisa, think of like, and these are like some niche artists that I'm talking like indie artists, specifically indie artists. I think now if I was to pick an artist, I would pick Fan Club Wallet. And then, let's see. And obviously Claro. You can never go wrong with Claro. Claro is 10 out of 10. Claro, maybe like Biba Doobie. I don't know how to spell it, but you know Biba Doobie. She's great. But think of like that. And so for Declan, and this is very like, this is tailored to me, and these are my favorite artists. But he was made to the band Honey. And mind you, the Honey's recent album, Spirit, oh my god, it is the greatest album I've ever heard in my life. And this song I Can See My House From Here, that is the song that entirely inspired his whole story. Like the whole thing. I freaking love that song. The song that comes before it and how it like bleeds into I Can See My House From Here. Oh my, that song is so good. It's so good. That whole album, in the energy, and like near the bottom of the album, the song Crossing Guard. Oh my god. Yes, it's the song that I think about when I think about these two together. Yes. Yes. Crossing Guard is so good. It's very like, and not even just Crossing Guard, in like Crossing Guard and Bothering by Honey, another one entirely like, it's about these two. To me, it's about these two. It's so good. I come on here and glaze Honey like nobody else. this band, I know like recently like their band fell apart and it's just one guy now, but I'll be damned, I'll be there every single day. I want him to keep making music so bad, because this recent album was so unbelievably good. It inspired the whole thing, all of it. So Honey, and then maybe a little bit of Coin. I love Coin. I miss Coin. I miss Coin. I want them to come back, but I know they also fell apart. Coin, specifically, I think Lately, the song Lately. 3. Another one. Another one that is about these two. I think I remember at first, when I first heard Lately 3, I didn't really like it. But when I listened to it again, oh my god, it's such a good ship song. Lately 3, Crossing Guard, and Bothering. Banger, banger, banger. Okay, in for Evan, crickets. I'm gonna be honest, crickets. I don't remember what songs I was listening to when I made him. Don't know what's going on. But yeah, crickets, just static noise maybe. Just static noise. Maybe a little like white noise, pink noise, brown noise. All the noises, because I don't remember what songs I was listening to. Hello, welcome back. Okay, next question. Oh, I feel like I'm going at this at a snail's pace, but there's so much to talk about. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna skip a few of these questions because I feel like I've answered them. Like, this one says, will it be Yuri? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. When did you start making art? So I feel like I mentioned this earlier, but I didn't start like digital drawing in like till 2016. And then I quit. And then I picked it up again like right before the pandemic. Does Evan have ADHD? He might. He could. He might. He's got autism, got ADHD. What else he's got? Sorry, let me clear my throat. Okay. Yeah, but I've been drawing for like forever. And like I remember my first ever OC I made in 2014. She still exists, and I decided just like as like a side note, not relevant to the plot or anything, but I turned her into God. God of my universe. She also has she also has this little star thing. She had this. She's the very first OC who had that. And like I just kept passing this little star along to different OCs. I wish I had a drawing of her, but I don't have one on my iPad or on my iCloud. I think if anything I'd have to dig through like maybe an old iPod to get a picture. But I don't have a picture of her. I feel like I should draw her. If I'm gonna make her God of my universe, I should probably draw her. I think it'd be funny. Let's see, what else do we got? This one is so funny. If they played sports, what would they play? Okay. So, not necessarily sports. I know Lyra, she's into martial arts. Evan likes to run. Lisa, maybe I'd give her tennis. It's like a girly sport and she'd like the outfits. And Declan's probably maybe basketball, but he's not tall, so I don't know how. Maybe he can just be a short guy who plays basketball. Which, by the way, so on the same topic, I gave him to be 5'7". Is that short or is that tall? Because I'm 5'5", and obviously that would mean he's taller than me. But like, people say that that's short for a guy. I don't know. It's okay. He can be 5'5". Or no, not 5'5". He's 5'7". He can be 5'7" and play basketball. Okay. Oh, I was laughing at this question. It says, why are you guys like this? I feel like I'm losing my voice. I'm so sorry. Oh man, I'd have to hear that too bad. Okay. And to answer the question, why are you guys like this? I just kind of made them like that. They all have problems. Who's your favorite child? You already know. Tied number one. Which friend stereotype would you ignore all of that. Which friend stereotype would you say describes everyone the best? Like, who's the mom friend and stuff like that. I guess the mom friend could probably be Lisa. She's probably more like, she's the type of person to carry like a big purse. So if you needed like a tissue, if you needed like deodorant, God forbid, she'd be like, here, I have spray on deodorant. Something so random. But is there any other friend stereotypes? Honestly, I don't know. You're 5'1" and you play basketball? I believe in you. You're better than everyone else. Keep that in mind. 5'7" is average. See, that's what I'm saying. Like 5'5" is average for me, but like for guys, 5'7" I feel like is average. Okay, next one. Are you going to make a webtoon? I got this question about 5 billion times. And honestly, if I if I didn't have a full-time job, I would definitely make a webtoon. Because there's some characters that have spin-off potential. Like, I was talking about earlier, I was talking about Twyla. She has a friend. They have such good spin-off potential. And I was talking about Lena, Declan's sister. Her spin-off potential is immaculate. In fact, I think that after the whole story is done, I'll go onto her and do her spin-off story because I feel like it's really good. Hot take, I don't get what's attractive about super tall people. No, I feel you. I feel like if they're too tall, it's like at that point it's like, okay, come back down. You're way too tall. Yeah, I don't get the people who are like, oh, you gotta be over 6 feet tall to be attractive, and it's like, no, I don't think so. Not to me. And I feel like not to a lot of people. And unfortunately, I'm gonna put my coworker on blast because he said this, and I have not stopped thinking about it, and I think it's so funny. He said that his type was a short little guy. And I was like, what? I was like, what? He just said that randomly, unprompted. He was like, my type is a short little guy. And I just thought that was so funny. I do keep that in mind. Let's see. Oh, this one's nice. There's no questions. Just wanted to say I find your art style and characters to be very fun and comfy. Oh, and so cute. Thank you. Huh? K-pop Demon Hunters? What? I saw that movie and I thought it was great. That's all I know about it. I think they saw they were trying to make a part 2, but I don't know if it needs a part 2. If I'm gonna be totally honest. If they do a part 2 and it's new characters, then okay. But if they do a part 2 and it's the same characters, then it's like, then what was the point of wrapping up the story in the first one? Oh shit, my iPad jerked off. Okay. I need to get moving because I feel like I've only done 5 questions. How long have you had your story at OCs? 3 years! 3! 3. I say 3 because that's when I like really locked in and started like being like, okay, they could be friends, they can do this together, this happens. So 3 years ago is when they want money. I know, I hate the way that companies do shit nowadays, dude. They'll make a sequel for something that's that's like not important. This comment, are Declan and Yvonne dating? Well, not at this point in the story, but they are endgame. I started this whole story because they will be endgame no matter what. Mark my words. And if I went into even deeper, the reason why these two even like really got together is because of The Sims. I made them in The Sims and they were really good friends, and then they both had this like, you know what whims are, these little thought bubbles, and I hovered over it and it had their so it was for Evan specifically. It had Declan's face on it and it was like, and it said flirt with Declan for being best friends, and I was like, oh, okay. Sure, whatever you want, man. The Sims, carrying my lore, carrying my character relationships. and I think even funnier, so if you didn't know, Sims can autonomously like propose to each other. Like if you're not playing a Sim, the Sim will appear while you're playing another Sim and just do stuff. So and I'm not gonna make this like canon to the story because it's like there's no way, but so Evan had proposed to Declan in the hallway of an apartment. And I was like, no freaking shit, I remember the day it happened. I stood up from my chair. I was like, there's no way. There's no unprompted, like, I wasn't playing as him. I wasn't controlling him. He just came over, was like, hey, you want to get married? And I was like, what? What do you mean? And like, if you say it, obviously it gives you this little pop-up. You can say yes or no. But if you say no, it demolishes their friendship, demolishes their relationship. So I didn't want to destroy their friendship and have to like play the game to fix it. So I I had Declan say yes. But like, would it be funny if it was canon to the story if they got engaged in a hallway of an apartment? Is that a little bit too strange, or should I make it a little bit nicer? But they are endgames, so just like keep that in mind. No matter what. Even if they don't get engaged in the hallway of an apartment, they're still endgame. Let's see. Next question. Are you going to try and make something like a pilot? Yes. Or not necessarily a pilot, but you're just gonna flat out get part 1 right off the bat. That's why like I was big on like trying to hire some voice actors, because well, I want them to speak, you know what I mean? I know using other people's audios is fun in games, but like I have a vision. I want to find some people who can speak for my characters so I can have them say exactly what I want. Do any of them have siblings? Yes. Yes. Declan has a sister, and Evan has a sister. Lisa has brothers, and Lyra is a single child. She's on her own. They both seem to want to propose her. No, actually, you know what? I've thought about that. They do kind of like, I feel like it would just be random, like all of a sudden, like, it's just like, hey, you want to get married? It's like, yeah, sure. But but I don't know. We'll see what happens of you maybe like 2-3 years from now when we get to the part in the story. Would there be VAs if there's a pilot? Yes! I found a website where you can just like post your project and people can send in like their auditions. And I was like, oh, this is it! This is the perfect website! Because essentially what you do is you post your like the synopsis of your project, and you describe your characters that you want voiced, and you can even add like a picture. I'm just gonna straight up put their pictures and be like, oh, this character is very introverted, self-confident, standoffish, and it's like, I want a voice that's a little bit deep, and for her I want a little voice that's very high-pitched, very airy. So it's like the perfect website. I'm excited to like actually make that, because then I could make my own things. I'm such a my MBTI is INFP. I be doing shit on my own. How would they act if they had a babysit as a kid? Ooh, so Lisa would for sure be the best one as a babysitter. Evan would be the worst. Declan's second best. Because I feel like he's very fun. He's gonna play with them. And Lyria is second worst. She's gonna give the baby an iPad. She's gonna be like, here, play with this. I don't know. iPad. That's so funny. Okay, next one. Oh. This one's in Spanish, which I think is perfect. I'll translate it. This is which one of the 3 or which one of the 4 is more likely to end up in jail? For being annoying, for trying to steal things, for just being an overall nuisance. I don't know. It could be anything. Oh, wait, actually, that's a lie. Number 1. Number 1, most likely to end up in jail. And I know you're thinking, how? Why? You'll see. You'll see. Okay, second question. Would there be UD supply? Yes. Yes! I want it to happen so bad. If I don't figure out a way to make it be good, I'll make other characters. I could figure something out. I'll make it happen. Let's see. I feel like I answered this one. Oh, I feel like I answered this one too, but I feel like rehashing it because it's my favorite part and because I love it. This is, how did Lyria and Evan meet? I said this earlier, but in the actual true canon lore story, he tries to steal something from her that is very important for her. It's so unbelievably important. It's actually kind of dumb that she had it with her when she lost it. So she loses something that she carries on her waist. She loses it. And he finds it. And so he knows what it is. He knows what it does. And he's like, yo, I'm gonna take this. I can use it for blackmail, bargaining, and I could sell it. It's not her Fox headphones, but it's very close in relation. They do go hand in hand. But so he takes something from her, and she realizes that she's like, oh my god, I lost it. But it's such a special artifact that she's got it like tracked and everything. And so she's like, yo, give me my shit back. And he's like, what are you talking about? I don't know. You know what? I literally drew this specific scene because it's essentially what first got me to start writing them as characters. Here, let me see. Because I was like, wait a minute, I'm cooking. Hold on, there's something here. What did I call that file? And you get to see a really old drawing too, which is a lot of fun always. Oh, I don't know where I put it. Let me go to this file. Scroll all the way to the bottom. Keep scrolling. Oh, yes! Yes! I found it! So this is, and remember what we talked about earlier, their backstory, who they are, what they are, where they came from. Ignore the background. But this is it. This is the meeting. This is what it took. It's a mask. Oh boy. No, you're like, why is it important? That will be told later on. But the point is that he took it from her and she got mad. She's like, dude, what the hell? And that's how they meet. And because of like, remember his boss who had the friend, and the friend is her boss. And so she tells him about that her boss is a guy. So she tells him and she's like, dude, this shit just happened. This freaking guy tried to steal my shit. And he's like, what that guy look like? And she's describing Evan. And he's like, oh, I know who that is. And she's like, what do you mean? What do you mean you know who that is? And he's like, yeah, I see that dude whenever I hang out with my friend, who is his boss. And she's like, are you for real? She was like, get me to him now. I'm gonna kill him. I want him dead. But no, that doesn't happen. Instead, Evan's boss makes him apologize to her. And that's kind of like how... Did I draw on the picture? Yup. Of course I did. And that's essentially how they meet. Because they were fighting. Which I think is very poetic. Alright, next question. Oh my god, I've been going for like 2 hours. I said I was going to do 1 hour, but I just kept talking. Okay. This one's a good one! What are their hobbies? So, as you can tell, Lyria is very into martial arts. So she can beat you up. That's what she does in her off time. She's working out. She's practicing. And aside from that, remember when I said she was made to Charlie XCX and Magdalena Bay? If she's not working out, if she's not practicing, she's at the club! She's at the club. No questions asked. And oh, there it is now. So I put it down here. I just sort of spoiled it. Declan likes to read books, specifically manga. Likes to play games. That's what he does. Oh, and elephant in the room, the skateboard. I designed this skateboard like forever ago. I feel like I should redesign it because I don't really like the design no more. But that's like his thing. Does that for fun. And Lisa, same thing. We talked about this earlier. But she does music. So she's just out here singing. Making her little songs. And Evan? Static noise, I'll be honest. I need to give him hobbies. I need to give him something. Gay skateboard. Yes! 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 That's why people... Oh, that video, people were like, rainbows aren't gay. They're not inherently gay. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point. That's the point of the video. They're not... Just because it has a rainbow, it doesn't mean it's gay. But anyways, that was fun. Oh, 20 to 39 age. Yes! Yes! So, Declan is 22. Lisa's 21. Evan is 25. And Leary's also 25. When I made these characters, they were older than me. I am now older than them. Which is, something to think about that I don't want to think about. Which crimes they commit by accident? Isn't blackmail a crime? Let's start there. Isn't blackmailing a crime? Let's start there, but let's start right there. Unfortunately, her crime would be spoiling her story, so I'm gonna keep it shut. And then immediately you're like, crime? What do you mean crime? Crime. Unk. Maybe. In Declan's crime? Did he commit any crimes? Is taking too many free samples a crime? I don't know. There are crimes? Honestly, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, she's a party girl, but would she do anything? Probably not. I think she's probably the cleaner one of the bunch, which is funny. Okay. I feel like I answered this one. Okay. Oh, this question, I saw this one and I was so confused. What is TABC? I should, let me Google that real quick. What is that? They asked me if I... Do you watch TABC? What is TABC? Oh! I haven't seen it, but I do see a lot of it. Like, I see fan art, I see clips, I see plushies. The plushies are the cute options. But no, I haven't seen it. I feel like I should. Like, it's everywhere. I want to find out what's going on. I'll probably do that later. And it's got that purple bunny. I know about the purple bunny and the little clown girl. I saw a tweet yesterday where someone had posted a picture of their little clown jester girl sitting on like a booster seat at like IHOP or something, and I thought that was cute. That's as far as my knowledge on that goes. Let's see. Oh, this one is so good. It says, I need to know, is Lyria the type of person to have billions of different outfits that she wears all of them, or does she only wear an outfit once and gets banished to the closet? Definitely the second option. She'll wear something and be like, yes, this is such a good outfit. And then be like, okay, I'm never wearing that again. But I think only her. I think everybody else, they have like their set wardrobes. Specifically Lisa, because she's broke. She just ran away. She ain't got no money. She's gonna wear the same outfit as much as possible. The bunny. I know people are gonna be like, bitch, what are you talking about? What do you mean the bunny? The little clown girl is so cute. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna watch that today. Okay, next. Oh, this one's a good one. When it comes to storytelling or building up your characters, how do you go about planning each story or content ideas? So what I do is, and what I did with the very first video that I posted, is a very good friend sent me the video, a video using that audio, and I was like, oh, this is so funny, I should do it with my characters. And then I was like, and then after like listening to like all the lines, how they acted, how they behave, I was like, oh, this character fits this personality more than this one, so I'll put them here, and then this one would definitely do this, and this character would definitely do this. So it's just kind of like listening to the audio and just being like, would they do that? That's just the thought process behind it. That's how I pick the audios too. If I find an audio that's like really in character, then I'm like, okay, this is the one. I'm gonna clear my throat again. I really like how your channel boomed with only 2 videos at the start. I know, right? It's kind of insane to think about how it was all random chance. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. I feel like my art's not good enough, this and that, but it's like, I had fun with the videos, so I think that's all that really matters. And it's kind of like, and I guess it like shows through like my drawings that it was fun, that I had fun with it. And I think it's kind of like, it kind of adds to like how the video blew up like that. Is that I had fun. That's the whole point. Oh, on this, I know I was talking about this earlier, but I was telling my coworkers how like my videos just like blew up like that, and I was like, and they were like, oh, I wish that would happen to me, or I wish I could do that, and I was like, yeah, just do it. Just do it. You never know. Like, it's purely random chance, honestly. I posted that very first short at like 9 p.m. at night on like a weekday. So like, even if you were like one to be like, oh, you gotta post on the weekends, post at before this time, don't post at this time, don't post at like 2 a.m. Honestly, I think it doesn't matter. I think there's no science behind getting your videos to go crazy. I think you just have to have like, make your video good. I think like, do a little bit of editing. If you're an artist, draw your things, and like, don't try to be like, oh, I want to do this for views, I want to do this for this and that, and it's like, no, just do it for fun. That's how it was for me. I posted that video with intention to never post on that channel again. Straight up. I was just gonna leave that one and then call it a day, but it went crazy, and I was like, well, I had fun with it, so I was like, let's do another one. And because people were asking for a part 2, that was like the big reason why I did a second video, is because people were like, part 2, and I was like, sure. There's no audio that follows up that first audio, so I had to make my own. I just used like Bee and Puppy Cat music and like the Animal Crossing sounds to make it interesting, so that like it keeps you like, you know, so it's not just like a silent screen. But, and it like continues the story, and it's just like, and I just kept going. I thought you were famous. I know, I got that so much. People were like, how is it your first video? Who are you? And I was like, I don't know, I'm just the person. I just posted this for fun. I drew it because it was my OC's birthday. And it was his birthday thing. So that's pretty fun, I think. Next question. Will you make a movie of them? In my dreams. But even if I wanted to make a movie, I feel like their stories can't be told in a singular like movie. It's multiple parts because it's very like characters in specific have to grow to make the story work. The video that changed lives. Honest to God, I wish I was like, there was no like, I could never even pretend to be like, oh yeah, I wanted it to go viral. No. I posted that on Twitter, and even like that one frame that I was talking about earlier, let's see if it's still in here. No, it's not in here. That one frame that's the thumbnail, I remember on Twitter I put that picture on my iPad, and I had a piece of cake that I was like celebrating my OC's birthday. And it just like, it genuinely I had no intention for it to go crazy. That was insane. Oh, I have it first. No. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is such a good question. It says, in a Spider-Man AU, who would be MJ and who would be Peter? Between our two guys here, obviously, Declan is MJ. No questions asked. Hands down. No question. But like, Evan's not good enough. He doesn't have the heart. Be saying he's not good enough. No, I'm not being mean to him on purpose. Definitely not. He just doesn't have the heart. I feel like he wouldn't. I can make him. No, I feel like I can make him NJ. Just for the hell of it. It just could, just only because he lacks the heart to help anybody else but himself. Let's be honest. Okay. Oh yeah, I talked about this earlier. Let's see. Oh, see, I think I went off on a tangent and genuinely didn't answer the question. But this question is asking again, what are your tips for getting better art and how do you make them so colorful and cute? As you can tell, I'm a big flat color artist. I love me some flat colors. Something that I do, and I can show you right here, right now, is after I do like my colors and my line art and all this other stuff, and I'm about to finish the drawing, I add a layer. I have this weird little, it's in Chinese, Japanese, I don't know what this is, but it's this filter that I hit play on, and it'll create this really hard light layer, and you unclip it, and you just lower the opacity. It makes it a little bit glowy. You see how like at 100 it's super glowy, but when you turn it down it's like very subtle. And then on that one layer, I use purple. And just slap it on there. And then I go to soft light. And then it makes it look like this, and you just lower the opacity a little bit. And boom. It looks a little bit cooler than like how it was before. And it looks a little bit dry here. And these two layers will add a little bit of vibrancy and a little bit of glowiness, and it looks cute. I think, honest to God, it's like a layer effect for this thing, but you can just do like your Gaussian blur. You can do Gaussian blur and then just crank the saturation and then just turn it down. I think that's essentially how you get that. I'm so sorry, I just flashbanged all of y'all. But think about it like this. It's to get that little glowiness. To get the extra like sauce. Actually, on the same topic of this purple layer, the very first video I posted, I don't know if y'all noticed, but the colors are very dark. And it doesn't look that way on my screens. Even on my computer monitor that I got was like, spent a lot of money getting a color accurate monitor, and even then it looks fine, but it's only on YouTube, like on the video player of YouTube specifically, that the colors look really dark, and I couldn't figure out why. And I think it's because of this purple layer. I think I shouldn't have done that purple layer on it, because I made the colors really dark only on there. It's just so strange. And for that reason that YouTube makes my videos a lot darker is that, like, I've been having to do like a white layer super light over all my colors to get them to not get super dark on the video player. There's probably something I'm doing wrong, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it won't bite me in the ass or anything like that. Okay. Got any tips to ask out my crush? My friend keeps questioning my type. Ooh, okay, so I have 0 experience. Let me start there. Absolutely none. 0. None. But I think if your friend is asking for your type, be like, maybe something like, maybe be like, oh, my type is someone like you, you know? Start there, you know? It's kind of like, it could be you, because you're my type. That is so corny. I have 0 experience. Okay, next one. Oh, my iPad turned off again. I don't know how to make it last longer. Let me clear out all these. Oh, I'm drawing directly on the picture. Oops. Okay, this is a clean one. Okay. Oh wow, this person asked a lot of questions. Okay. Oh, I feel like I've answered all these. Yes, Declan and Evan are endgame, so if they talked more, they would obviously end up together. And then, does Lisa like anyone or have a crush? Ooh, okay. Yes. Yes. Can you add my OC to your OC world? Actually, I'm thinking of, and I've done this in the past, a long time ago, and I'm talking a long time ago, when I used to post, I had a little webcomic that I made, and in the background of the, if I ever needed a background character for any scene, if anybody had donated to my Ko-fi a certain amount, it was like $10 I think, I would draw their character in the background of like the scene. So like I would have characters talking, but they're like, say they're outside, so there's other people in the background. I would put other people's OCs in the background. So I feel like I might do that, but I'd have to unfortunately do the same thing where you have to pay, because I'm a goblin. But or I think I just briefly disconnected. I hope everything's fine. It disconnected for like 2 seconds. I hope everything's fine. But anyways, if I didn't have a full-time job... Oh. Are we back? It like randomly disconnected. Oh, it came back? Okay, perfect. I was about to be like, no! I was about to cry. Because I'm not done yet. I'm not done talking. But, yeah, no. I would love to do webcomics so badly. I used to read them so much on, like, Webtoon. But it was always so stressful to, like, draw so much. And they're so long, too, to post weekly. So like the day that I quit my job, then we get the webcomic. Yep. The day that I quit my job, we get the webcomic. That's all I'm saying. Oh, does the sound keep pausing? No. Are we falling apart? Is it still working or is it like falling apart? I don't want to end yet. I'm still yapping. I'm still going. Okay, maybe you might need, if it's pausing for you, you might have to refresh. I'm not sure. Cause see, the thing, once I start yapping about my OCs, I do not stop. I just keep going. Oh no, can't hear anything. Huh. I'm not sure. Maybe, oh my. You like my wallpaper, by the way? These little pixel artists, or these little pixels drawn by Alex. Right there in the chat. That's oomph. That's my bestie. If you guys are having problems with the audio, you might need to refresh. I think that's what's going on because I got a pop-up on my computer telling me disconnected and then it reconnected like a fraction of a second later. But I think we're good. Oh. This one's good. It says, do you guys actually skateboard or was that just a bit? So obviously Declan does because that's why he was the big character in that short because he skateboards. Just a fun thing. But the other Lisa does not skateboard. She is falling face first, flat on the ground. Oh, this question, what kind of sports? I did that one earlier. If there were an animal, what would they be? Yes! Okay, so I don't have it on here. Oh, I did draw it here a little bit. I drew a little bear. Oh, what's my bright ass color? A little bear, because Evan reminds me of a little panda bear. I gotta update for the monitor designs. No! If you're gonna update him, I gotta pay you. I gotta commission you again. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep this a secret. I do want to commission you again for a big thing. But that's like a few months from now, so hold off on that. But yeah, a little panda bear. Lisa, I think maybe a bunny, but I drew her in this little bear hoodie, so I don't know if I want to have two little bears. We'll see. I think she's very bunny coded. She has bunny energy. And then Declan, he also has a bear on his shirt. Man, me and bears. What is with me and bears? But I think obviously it's so cliche. But he's got puppy energy. A little golden retriever energy. And Lyrian, obviously, fox ears. She's a little fox. I feel like it's fitting for her too, because I know foxes in like stories, they're very like, you know, they might backstab you. They might lie to you a little bit. Okay, next question. I answered that one earlier. Siblings or pets? No pets. And I answered the siblings one earlier. How would their gender bends be? Do you really want to know? Oh boy. Actually, and this one too. His sister is like, they're 1-to-1. They look so similar. Whenever I show her, I'm gonna have so much fun because she was the one who was made before him, and it's just like, oh, she is so perfect. She's perfect to me. But I don't know if I want to draw a little white boy. Let me tell you. I'm sorry. But gender bends for the girls is such a good question. I might draw that. I feel like that could be fun. I'll think about it. I feel like that could be fun for the girls. Specifically the girls, not the boys. The boys, they already have their own gender bends. If I had to guess their gender, it would be probably the opposite gender. You know you're right. Oh. How'd you get idea for your OCs? So that's a can of worms. There's 1,000% a can of worms. But I remember the way that I want to make a character, I think of like their personalities. I think of like the characters or the OCs that I had, and I'm like, I'm missing a character who's very much like this, so let me make one. I think that could be fun. And I'm also big into making or like using different color schemes, because like for Lisa here, for example, I didn't have an OC who was orange, and I didn't have an OC that had this color hair. It's just kind of like, I was always like, what am I missing? Like, what do I need? How is there only 60 people? I don't know. I actually had no idea how many people were watching me. Knowing there's 16, that's a room full of people. I'm standing at the front with a whiteboard and you guys are watching me in the chairs. Oh, was that your question? What inspired your OCs? Okay, this one, I've got 3. How did they meet? I already answered this one. How old are they? I answered this one. Nationality. I feel like I answered that one. Oh, this one's good. What are their jobs / majors? So all of them, none of them went to school. I didn't go to college. They don't get to go to college. Nobody goes to college in this house. None of my characters go to college. Uneducated. I think that's very funny. Your least favorite school subjects? I feel like, so Lisa would be into English. Oh. English. Choir. Choir is a big one. I always wanted to join choir, but I never did. I don't want to talk about it. I was too shy. English and choir. Actually, I'm about to... Earlier when I showed them in the karaoke room, you'd never believe who gets on the mic first. He gets maybe... I feel like he would be good at math. Even though I'm god awful at math, he'd be good at math. He also gets choir. Him and Lisa can sing together. Declan, I feel like he's very into like home ec stuff. Like the cooking classes. I always wanted to take that when I was in school. But instead I took art classes. That I failed, by the way. I talked about this before, but I failed my art classes. I was failing. Because I didn't like the art projects that they gave me. They were like, take a picture of these fruits and draw these fruits. And I was like, that's so boring. Why would I want to do that? And I failed. If you live in the US, I got a 60 in that class, and that means I just failed. That's my lore. I know I draw, but like I did not do very good in art class. Only because the projects were boring. That's my biggest gripe. But maybe, for sure, like the home ec stuff. Like the cooking. Fun. And honestly, I feel like he would have fun in art class. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Oh. He's into the reading the manga. He's gonna draw anime, and the teacher's gonna get mad because that rite of passage, every art teacher gets mad at you for drawing anime. At least that's how it was when I was in school, like 10 years ago. His fit matches his skateboard. Yes! Yes! They go hand in hand. And actually, while we're talking about the fit, this little thing together, it's supposed to look like a shooting star, which I think was so cool. And like the thought of like the design on the hoodie being like the trail of the shooting star and like the embroidery patch on here. So cool. This is like my favorite part of the design. Let's not talk about, remember when I was talking about we needed to practice full bodies? This right here single-handedly, I need to redraw this because I do not like how stiff he looks. He looks so stiff. Tangent. Anyways. Larry, I feel like she's definitely to like obviously gym. Oh, he's kind of right. Gym, maybe. What else? Oh no, she's got no brains. I don't know. Maybe science. She would dissect the front and be like, ew, but keep going. She'd pull the guts out and show it to her friend and be like, look, this looks like you. I'll write that down so I forget. Okay. Next one. Oh, actually, this is, what are their jobs? Jobs. I was talking about earlier how he was working. So he works at a restaurant. He gets mad tips and you know he does. He's making that money. And Lisa, she's jobless. She don't got a job. She's trying to. She sings at bars. I mean, I guess she could be employed at the bar. I don't know. Evan. I don't even know how to describe his job. I don't know. I feel like the quickest way just say he's a secret agent, call it a day. Yep. And Lyria, I know she's doing like the martial arts stuff, but I think her actual job is like a yoga instructor. Well, let's be serious. She's fit. Another webtoon question. One day. What inspired me to get into OC creation? I'm not sure. I think the source of it all was making like a self-insert OC. We already know. We love some self-insert OCs. We like them a lot, actually. And I just kind of like kept going because it's like, what if my self-insert OC had a friend? You know? Will you be adding more characters? Yes! There's so many. And they're all very fun. Well, let me see if I still have it on here. Don't look at my file names. They're mad. Is it illustration 16 or is it image 2998? Or is it doodles DVHHH and CS? I don't know. It's not important. Oh, this one is so cute. Question for Lyria specifically. How do you do your makeup? Well, I think originally she just had the blue, I might be colorblind, the purple eyeshadow across her face, but then I was like, what if I added pink to make it a little bit cooler? And obviously the pink lipstick. I think she originally didn't have lipstick, but the pink is very cute. We love it. How is Lyria such a diva? You already know. I will never shut up about this. Oh, actually, she was made to the songs of Charlie and Magdalena Bay. And also, only recently, this is a picture of the song Very Nice by Between Friends. Oh my god, that song is so good! Between Friends, I've loved them for so many years. But if you hear the song Very Nice by Between Friends, like, it's so upbeat, it's very loud. It's always the music that, and also because she has headphones, so it's like a big part of her character concept. We did the animals, we did the TV shows, ethnicities, we did that one. Oh, this was a good one. Do you plan to do more stuff with them outside of shorts? Yes! Yes! I need to lock in. Guilty pleasures or pet peeves? Ooh. So, I don't know if people actually like check my links or anything like that, but on BGen, I have Lyria on there as like a character you can look at, and on one of her dislikes, I put that she dislikes know-it-alls. If you come in here trying to tell her, oh, actually, it's this. If you try to tell her, oh, it's actually because of this, or actually, if you come out here with any actuallys to her, she's gonna get mad at you. She's gonna immediately tune you out. She's gonna be like, whatever. No actuallys around her. She's gonna hate it. And I don't think the other ones, I think Declan, he has no pet peeves. He's too nice. He needs to be mean once in his life. And Evan, I think, not necessarily pet peeves, but I think if you... I think... I was gonna say, if you try to boss him around, he's gonna get mad. But no, he literally has a boss. And he does get bossed around. So not that. I think no pet peeves. Just don't do anything dumb. And Lisa, let's see. Pet peeves. I don't know. I feel like she's also too nice. She'd just be like, okay, do whatever. Just as long as you don't hurt her feelings. This question, quote, thoughts on imperialism? No thoughts. I don't think I'm educated enough to speak on that. Oh, this is such a really funny question too. Does Declan like eating pears? Yes, and because pears are like my second favorite food or fruit. Number 1 is pineapples. Number 2 is pears. Number 3 is mangoes. Number 4 is peaches. Yep. Hobbies, we did that one. Other characters, we did that one. We're getting close to the bottom. Ooh, okay. This is like another big most asked question. So I'm gonna write it down only because I live with people who are not open-minded about these kind of things. Yes, it upsets me, but I do my own thing, and that's kind of the reason why this story exists. So, let's start here. Oop, I wrote all over that. Oh. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And number 4. Oh, zoom in. Oh. Yes! Yay! What video games, board games would they play together? Definitely Uno. Uno is the most fun. I used to have this little tiny mini Uno card set that I lost. And it makes me sad that I lost it. But it's not that I had anyone to play with anyway. But Uno is the best one. I think another webtoon question. This is such a good question. Will they have angst / sad stories? Oh, another good question. How would they react to hitting someone with their car? Yes! So, Lyria does not like to drive. She is bad at driving. Do not put her behind the wheel. You might die if she gets behind the wheel. She would accidentally hit someone and be like, oh shit, my bad, and then just leave. Declan. I don't think he would hit anybody. I think he would actually follow the rules. He wouldn't hit nobody. Lisa. She might also hit somebody. And then run away. But it would eat her alive. She would run away, but it would eat her alive that she did that. She'd be like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that. She would write in her journal about it. She'd be like, oh my god, I can't believe I hit somebody. I should have stopped. I should have went back to make sure they were okay. Would Evan hit somebody with his car? Canonically, he's the only one who can't afford a car, let's be real. Let's see, would he? You know what? I think he wouldn't hit anybody with his car. But if he was to, would he do the right thing? No. Another one. No. He'd be like, oh shit. He would just be like, oh no. And then leave. he would roll down his window and be like, are you okay? And then if they're like, no, he'd be like, alright. And then leave. Oh my god. The way that none of them will do the right thing. That's crazy. Let's see. Oh, this question is so nice, but also so funny. Are you an alien? Because what the heck, nobody could draw as perfect as you. That's so... like, thank you. Thanks. But also, I will get better. Which is something to think about, and it's very exciting. I will eventually get better. It'll be fun. Let's see. I already answered this one. That one. What's Lyria's favorite food? I think for her, I remember here. Let me pull up my VGen. Of all things, pull up my VGen. Because I feel like I wrote that down, but I can't remember what it was. Characters. About. Oh, I wrote fancy chocolate. That's yes. Fancy chocolate. Yes. Her favorite is fancy chocolate. That's so cute. I'm a genius. This one, are you going to post different forms of content? Yep. You're watching the stream right now. And I do have plans for the actual episodes being actual video uploads instead of shorts. I don't know if I explained that earlier, but the actual, like, the big plot, the big story is it's going to be an actual video upload, not a short. Yep. This was so funny. Can I hear me out in all of them by any chance? Yep, I hear you out. I'll listen. Remember when I said I thought Evan was ugly? But apparently not. That's so funny. Is he chopped? To me, yes. To everyone else, apparently not. Will we get to see their parents' family? Maybe not their parents. Actually, that's a lie. Maybe. Specifically for Declan. I briefly forgot. His sister and his mom. They're relevant to his story. Okay. Let's see. Don't speak about Evan like that. I'm sorry. He's not chopped. He's not ugly. He's beautiful. To everyone else. Is any of them even chopped for real? Honestly, I genuinely thought it was gonna be funny to put up a poll and let y'all pick who's chopped. Tell me who's chopped. Which one do you think is the least pretty? I want to know. I'm so curious. Now that I know what I had always assumed that Lyria was the prettiest. Declan is the prettiest. And Lisa and Evan were the chopped ones. But I'm biased. I'm so biased. So I do want to know who's chopped. Oh, this question is so good, and actually y'all are about to cook me alive for this one. How long does it take to make one video? Well, it's supposed to be about a week. But whenever I get too tired after I get home from work, it turns into 2 weeks. And when you think about the videos being like 10 seconds long, oh boy. That's pretty bad. I gotta get better. I need to be less tired. I need to lock in. Is there an option? None. Oh. You're right. None of them are chopped. They're all beautiful. They're my children. Oh, this is such a good question. Hold on, let me pull up the picture because I put this in the most recent video. And it's kind of like, I don't think anybody pointed it out. But this one here. Oh, there it is. This singular frame is very important in the story. And like, when you look at it and you look at all the other videos, you're like, I don't know if anybody knows, but it's like, why has he got bags under his eyes? What's going on? Why is he sleepy? Why is he tired? What's going on? Remember when I said Declan worked at a restaurant? They're sitting in a booth. There's a lot going on here. I really want to talk about it, but I don't want to spoil it. It's so good. At least I think it's good. It could be terrible, but I think it's good. And this is the only, actually, I started drawing earlier when he had bags under his eyes, but the being sleepy and tired is very prominent to these two meeting. So fun. Oh yes, this is a good one too. Hold on, I'm gonna clear my throat because I'm dying. Okay, I gotta wrap it up soon because it's about to be 3 for me. Okay. So this one, how did you make up their backstories? I I don't know if I explained this properly earlier, but I started out. So I made the character first, and then the story. It just kind of like with like how I said that I played Sims, and because I was like, oh, I want this character to be friends. It all kind of tied together. So it's not really the best way to explain how I wrote their backstories. Oh man, my voice is giving out. I'm talking way too much. I'm probably gonna do. I think I'm almost at the bottom. Oh no, I'm not. I might have to do a part 2 because my voice is going out. Oh man, I lost my spot. I shouldn't have scrolled down. I read this one and this one. Oh, someone asked for an outfit swap. Yes! Hold on, let me have my screen so I can pull it up. I drew this already. Yup. Every basic drawing trope that you can think of, I probably already did it. Let's see. It wasn't that long ago, but it was a little while ago. Did this? Yes! Yes, I found it. Yes! This drawing is so cute. I had so much fun with it. Yes! I drew them in like their basic outfits. I don't know why I drew Lisa in like the default Mary outfit, but still, I thought it's cute. And she has fun with it. And she looks adorable, so. But this one's fun. Me, okay, something you'll see a lot is me in these gingham backgrounds. I need to stop using those, but gingham is my favorite. Okay. I think, you know what? I think unfortunately I'm gonna have to wrap it up because my voice is gone. I don't even talk this much at work. Oh, thank you. I love that drawing too. It's so cute. Pull it up again. Yay. They look so cute here. Hold on, my big head is covering Larry over there. Yes. Oh, actually, on this same topic. Hold on. hold on. When I was drawing this one. Let's see all the way back up. Okay, this. When I was drawing this one, so initially, I don't know why, I had initially drawn this shirt like buttoned up all the way, but I was like, no, I'll button up, show a little bit more skin. But anyways, this turned out cute. It's a good reference. Okay, that's all. That's all on that one. Because I said that because I could see it right here. I was like, oh, he's pulling on the shirt. And then I remembered. That was the thought process. Okay. One more. And hopefully I don't go on a tangent. Let's see. This one's cute. This is going to be the last one for today. Can Lyria give me a hug? Not like romantically, but just in general. Yes! Yes! Hug for you! You! And everybody in here! Full hugs, not even like those little side hugs. Full hugs. Yep. Oh, my iPad's about to turn off. Yep. Maybe instead of just yapping, let me draw something real quick. So if you want to see how I do my sketches, I use this bright neon blue. I don't know why. I saw somebody else do it and I was like, that's cool. I like that. I'm gonna do that. Hold on, I'm locked in. Wait a minute. That's a little piece hand. I'll fix that up. Oh, if I'm gonna be honest, I always struggle with like drawing a bent arm because it can always look a little weird if I do it a little bit too weird. Oh, it looks bad. It's okay. If I spent more time on it, it would be fine. Oh, actually, you know what? If I'm in the middle of working on another short, if I log in today and tomorrow after work, it should be out by Sunday. It's another short one. It's cute. It's about the girls. Freehand. Oh my. I'm gonna be honest, I might be like fully warmed up because I've been sitting at this iPad for a long time, but it usually takes me a little while to like lock in and like actually draw good things. That big winged eyeliner. Mm-hmm. Thin eyebrows. Mm-hmm. Yup. Bubble. It's very messy and very quick. Oh, one eye is bigger than the other. Rite of passage. Oop, no, too silly. Nope. No. Leave it at that. Yup, I used to do like drawing it all just in one, but it's kind of easier for my hand specifically to flip the canvas and just draw it that way. Oh, it's covering her eye. The chin is... I gotta draw the rest of the chin. That's not her chin, I swear. Oh, see, and another thing that people were like, oh, your art style is so cool, so cool. And I'm like, there is... I know I was saying like, oh, I'm just doing whatever, but there's kind of a science to it. I generally draw the nose right where the face curves. And the nose will line up with the bottom of the chin. Not the best example, but there is kind of a science to it. I like that. It's fine. Just a little doodle. Oh, wait, I forgot her yellow bang. The yellow band, the bang, it was such a random addition to her design. I think I remember I was just trying to color balance, and I was like, well, this is a lot of pink. Let me just add some yellow to the hair. And I think I even tried doing like hair clips, but I didn't like the hair clips, so I was like, let me just do one singular yellow bang. Just for fun. What's this? Oh. Nothing. What outfit do I want? I'll draw her in the winter outfit. The way it's so crooked. It's okay. It's just a doodle. I say that to everything. Oh no, it's not too bad. This is the part I gotta lock in. The fingers. Oh, it's very there. It's looking very forehand. It's okay. It's just a doodle. Or the middle finger that's all messed up. I think I made it worse. Maybe this one's too long. I'm not sure. Nope. Just leave it alone. Undo it, leave it alone. And let me add her talons. Yes, I like drawing the nails. And now if I just do this. Perfect. Yup. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's too big. Oh, it doesn't fit. Yay! Alright. I'm gonna wrap it up here since it's about to be 3 hours. Isn't that crazy? I didn't think I was gonna talk this much. I thought I was gonna go for like an hour. Anyways. Thank you. Good sticker. I might like fix it up a little bit and then actually share it as a colored picture. She's looking a little chopped. I'm gonna be honest. Hold on, let me fix these. Alrighty. Thank you, everyone. I cannot believe we hit 60k. That's insane. Whenever I did that little AMA post, we had initially hit 50, and then in between drawing that little thingy and posting it, we hit 55, and now we're at 60. That's crazy. I know, like, I was talking about this earlier, but like, it was so unexpected. And honestly, if I'm being totally honest, it always feels like I don't deserve that many people, but it's like, maybe I do. I'm working hard. I'm gonna try harder. I'm gonna try to stick to doing a video per week. Unfortunately, I got scheduled so much at work, and I'm trying to weasel out of my shifts because I don't care about that job no more. I'm over it. It's done. I've had my time. I've done my time. I want to do drawing. I'm gonna try to lock in every week. I'm gonna try. But it was so much fun just yapping here for like 3 hours. I didn't get to answer all their questions because I went on too many tangents. But maybe there'll be part 2. I might do part 2 next week. Alrighty then. Thank you, everybody. You're all amazing. Alrighty. Bye!